Let's start with today. Tell us what this deposition is focusing on and what can we expect the former president to say?
Sure, Savannah. Good morning. The deposition is going to be taken just a few blocks from where you and I are sitting on Fifth Avenue at Trump's tower that's located there. Obviously became a symbol of his campaign, where he came down the escalator and announced his campaign. There were a number of protests that occurred there in the summer of 2015 about the...
Do you understand that you're under oath, Mr. President? Former President Donald Trump will hear those words regularly over the next several weeks as he goes full defense mode. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your resident legal authority, Adrienne Lawrence. Starting today, Donald Trump is facing an onslaught of depositions from a host of lawsuits he's set to defend himself against. The former president faces at least 10 civil lawsuits stemming from defamation to fraud to incitement of violence. This man is up against the wall. And this is separate and apart from the numerous state investigations and potential criminal allegations haunting Mr. Trump. Now, while we won't go through all of Trump's legal woes, let's at least explore what's on today's docket. It's a lawsuit stemming from September 2015. Now, this lawsuit involves allegations that Trump's security guards assaulted protesters in New York during his presidential campaign. The 6 individuals bringing suit that were injured by Trump's security guards while they were protesting Trump's racist and ethnocentric comments claiming Mexicans are rapists. They allege that Trump encouraged the violence against them, something that he's been accused of doing quite often, shall we say. For years, Trump has been trying to dodge testifying in this case. In fact, in an affidavit in 2016, he claimed to have no knowledge about the altercation with his security or hiring of the guards. But the judge said that Trump's testimony was, quote, indispensable, end quote. So this morning, Trump sat for a videotape deposition in Trump Tower, the exact location where the 6 protesters had been demonstrating before allegedly being assaulted by Trump's security team. Now, you may be wondering, when will we get our hands on that videotape deposition? And well, unless there is a leak somehow in the media, we may not see it as soon as we'd like. The attorneys representing the protesters declined to comment on how or whether Trump answered their questions during the deposition, saying only that they'd present Trump's sworn testimony to a jury as soon as possible. Then again, even if we did get our hands on Trump's videotape deposition, we may not be too impressed, because I really would imagine that Trump took the I don't recall or I don't know route. He's already feigned or displayed ignorance of the facts in the filings of this case, so I wouldn't expect him to provide insight anyway. He may, however, claim that he was not inciting violence with his words. Now, given that we saw January 6th at the Capitol with our own eyes, it'd be hard, possibly, for a jury to be convinced that Trump wasn't encouraging in any way protesters to be, subject to pain at his own hands. But I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think that a New York jury would be swayed by Trump's claim not to know anything and not having wanted to incite any violence against them? You let me know your thoughts, hit the like button, give me your comments below, and as always, follow, and thanks for watching.